5, 4, 3, 2, 1, watch me.
You blitz all night. And if they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm gonna take every last one of you out.
Hey, the blitz is coming, boys.
What's going on? Welcome back to the Blitz. I'm your host, William Spencer, and this show is to provide you with the latest and greatest in news, tips, tricks, advice, and so much more to get you ready for a new season of fantasy football in just 5 minutes or less. Now, Darnell Mooney has flown the coop after being released by the Atlanta Falcons, but it didn't take long for Mooney to find a new landing spot. Signing a one-year deal with the New York Giants, Mooney will look to be the wide receiver 2 for the Giants, and he may even have greater upside. So in this episode, I'm going to break down why Mooney should have some major sleeper appeal for fantasy managers as a potential late round steal in upcoming redraft leagues. But you know what we got to do. Before we get into the episode, make sure that you're following the Fantasy's Finest YouTube channel for the latest episodes of The Blitz. And you can always check us out too on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or, wherever you happen to find us on your favorite podcast platform. And don't forget to make sure to like, share, and comment on the podcast episode. Okay. All right. The intros are done. Now let's get into the episode, and let's get into why Darnell Mooney is a good sleeper to target this coming season. Now, Darnell Mooney's landing spot with the Giants looks to be a solid spot. Now, why would you say that? Because it gives Mooney a chance to return to form. He signed a one-year, $10 million contract, so Mooney is looking to be the Giants' number 2 wide receiver. Sure, the Giants signed former Steelers Calvin Austin, and they still have Darius Slayton on the roster, but let's be honest, neither of those guys have been viable for fantasy football. Now, Mooney, on the other hand, also benefits from a ton of vacated targets. You see, Malik Neighbors is still recovering from his torn ACL that he suffered during the 2025 season. Former Giants receiver, now Tennessee Titan, Wan'Dale Robinson, also vacated a ton of targets with his departure. You see, during the 2025 season, Robinson amassed 140 targets. Neighbors, before getting hurt, averaged 8.8 targets per game. Now, if you extrapolate that over a 17-game season, that comes up to nearly 150 targets. If Neighbors isn't ready by the start of the season, Mooney would become the de facto wide receiver 1 for the Giants. That means having access to a large target pool from Jackson Dart in the Giants offense. Now, even after Neighbors returns, Mooney can still be a valuable piece as a wide receiver 2. Mooney can play in the slot. During the 2025 season, Wan'Dale Robinson led all receivers in slot snaps with 563, a 56% rate according to Player Profiler. Mooney can do the same thing, allowing him to be able to take advantage of playing in the slot if need be, just like Robinson did. Now, during the 2024 season with the Falcons, Mooney saw 269 snaps out of the slot for a 27% rate. Mooney is also a dangerous deep threat, seeing a 34.6% target share on deep passes just last season. See, fantasy managers won't have to reach high for Mooney in redraft leagues because the position is just so deep with talent. However, one thing fantasy managers will have to keep an eye on is Neighbors' status the closer we get to the start of the season. If Neighbors can't go or is expected to miss a handful of games, Mooney's value is going to rise. Now, Mooney has plenty of sleeper appeal as a late round target in 2026, so there isn't much risk with this particular player. Lower risk, higher reward for Mooney if you can add him to your rosters in the late side. But what do you think of Darnell Mooney's fantasy value now that he's with the Giants? Would you target him? Please let us know in the comment section wherever you're listening or watching this podcast episode. And don't worry, we got more fantasy football content coming this offseason. So make sure to subscribe and follow the Fantasy's Finest so you don't miss a beat. See you guys in the next episode.
Yo, come back now, you hear?